Thank you for coming out. So I am here to talk to you about how to become a veterinarian and the steps to get there. So today, we are. First, you need to graduate high school or get a GED, right? That's about it. First thing, and then you need to this job is like a challenging job because it is in the medical field, and you gotta remember animals cannot talk to you like humans can. So you have to understand and just get to know the animal for yourself. So first, likely to say that mostly I'm gonna be talking about Texas. So because I live in Texas, so Texas, there's a good college to go to get your associate's degree, which you need to become a veterinary technician, and it's only 2 years. You get mainly laboratory schooling classes, and then pharmacy as well, and then you have to it's called TJC in Tyler, and they offer it for the whole thing. You get the basics there and everything, and they provide a good resource for your classes. Well, so according to the American Veterinary Medical, there are more than like 230 packages of permits of tests you can do. Like you can do them online. You can go anywhere. You can study online as well. They've had many studies that you can do to study for it. It is also like this, as I show as my PowerPoint, it does exams. You have to take a written one, an oral one, and you also have to do a demonstration on an animal and make sure you can. And this is all for like big, exotic, small animals. It's just whatever you prefer to go into the medical field of this. It's just your preferredness. And then, well, you have to stay. So the steps, there's you can go on so many steps of which you can do. There's 5 steps on what I have today. There's 5 of them. And so you have to get your associates, like I said before. You need to pass the veterinarian. You need to pass the veterinarian VTN, veterinary technician national exam, which is in your country. So Texas, it says Texas exam. Out Alaska, it's the Alaska exam. It's just preferred in your state. So you have required stuff to do in your state. So, and then also go to, you have to become a member of the National American Veterinarian Technicians Associate. It's actually a required thing. You have to become a member to actually stay in it to be a veterinary technician. And you do not have to get associate's degree to be a veterinarian. You can be a specialist and you can go into the field. You just won't have certifications as that of a one that has a degree. So you would then after you do all that, you would pick a job or whatever you would like to go, wherever you would go, but you have to still take that exam wherever you would go. And so like Texas, you have to have certain hours, and it's 10 hours. You have to renew them every year or every 2 years. You have to renew your hours to stay a vet tech, or you will be considered out of the regulations. It's required. It's a requirement. Then the levels of veterinary technicians. There's the assistant, which is like you don't need your associates, and that's just you don't have a certification for it. And then you have your laboratory, which is actually the one that has a degree and that actually gets to perform in the laboratory that helps. And you don't you don't have to be in a specific place. You can do anesthesia, dental, help with exams and shots and stuff like that. You don't have to go into a specific one, whichever one you would like, you can do. And then, as well as most of this information that I have got from today has become from the website, the source, how to become a vet tech, and then that's from most of the sources, and then also learn how to become, and that's a really good source for this speech as well. They provided me with the knowledge that you can be like, you don't have to do anything else. And also it just depends how long it takes. It depends on you. It depends on how long you go to school for. It takes 2 years to become a vet tech, but like 7 or 9 to become a veterinarian. It's just, and how long you typically want to go to school for. If you don't want just such a degree at all, you don't even have to go. You just go to the place and pass the exam and do it and stay in the field. And I also gave you a handout that shows some graphs of the salary. So this is the handout that has some of the steps and the increases of it has the steps of the how the salary is, and then there's some steps as well. This is the top 10 steps. Like I'm telling you, there's many different steps that you can take towards you getting your degree. Like I've seen so many sites on whatever, and this is also a different one of it's an RVT degree, and that's where you go for your registered veterinarian technician, and then that's some stuff. But also the but like to like these, like you have to redo your requirements every time. Like you can't wait. Every time you want to stay in your business, you need to redo your news, and it just depends on where you go and where you take the test. The test might be different of the state-wise or like it just depends on how you take it. And there is you also need to remember that you're caring for an animal and not a human, so it's very different on what you're doing. So you can't just become one thinking, oh, it's going to be easy. No, it's actually a very critical job, because you have to stay alert and see the dog's progression, because they can't tell you, obviously, so you have to watch them, and you have to go and see how they are, and if they need fluids, and you do those type of tests. It just depends on what tests your job has allowed you to do as a vet tech, because you are in a high power if you have such a degree, but you're not a high power of the veterinarian. So you have to remember that you only are allowed to do certain things. You can assist, but you can't do unless you are allowed to do that at your certain job. In conclusion, that you need to learn how to stay renewal, how to make sure you can go to the right places to get your renewal done every year. Make sure you have all your information about what job you're going to, and see if it is in the requirement of your state or anything. And just a quick reminder, this is a animal, not a human being, so you have to be aware and certain.
Thank you.